Hey, everybody, and happy Monday, or whenever you are watching this. Hope you're having a great day. And what I wanted to talk about today, which is something that's been coming up, I would say fairly often in the sense of people really wanting to increase this. I did a poll, and it had to do with, what are people struggling with? And one of the biggest things that I've seen people say consistently over time is the fact that they want more network growth. So, what I'm going to be covering with all of you today are three specific ways of how to grow your audience and network on LinkedIn. So, let's dive in. So, hey there, Scott Aaron here again, and grateful to be back training you all today. So, as always, if you're coming on live, please drop in the comments below hi and where you are tuning in from, or hashtag live, or you can just type in the city, state, country, province, or where in the world you're watching this from. Hashtag replay if you are watching this in on the replay. And please feel free to tag some people, share this video, head over to my profile, hit my follow button, turn my LinkedIn notification bell on. And then also, final announcement, 1 week from tonight, so 8 p.m. next Monday, EDT, we begin our first of only two amateur to expert 5-day LinkedIn workshops of the year. We're only doing this twice. I don't even think we know when we're doing it a second time, so that's not promised, but we are starting it next week. We have close to 75 people, nearing 100 people registered for this workshop. It's a high-level workshop, 5 days with myself and Nancy, where we're going to be teaching you all the nuances of how to build out and optimize your LinkedIn profile, build a thriving network, message people properly that leads to sales calls, closing sales calls, creating content, and then following our 20-minute-a-day routine to scale your business using LinkedIn. All of that is going to be taught and more. We're doing a bonus Q&A session and chat GPT training that Saturday, the 29th. So it does go from April 24th to April 29th. If you would like to register, all you have to do is pop an I do in the comments below. It is live and recorded. So depending upon your time zone, if you can't make it live, the replays will be available to watch back until the following Sunday. Yes, you have a full 10 days to watch the replays till May 7th. So you have plenty of time to binge on this content. Again, if you're jumping on live, say hi and where you're tuning in from. And again, if you would like to register for this workshop, you can just drop in a hashtag I do or just I do in the comments below, and we will send that out to you later today. Now, so I did a poll, and it was a couple different polls, and it was kind of spread across a couple different groups I'm in, my personal profile. And what still is coming up is that people are struggling with building the ideal network and audience on LinkedIn. They want more people to engage in their content. They want more people to respond back to messages that they're sending them. They want to be closing more sales on LinkedIn. Now, I think this all goes back to the problem at hand, which is people really struggling to grow that ideal target audience and network on LinkedIn. Now, it took me a while to really nail down that network that was really prospering for myself, and it's been growing and scaling ever since. So what I like to do is always I like to rewind the tape and go back and really take a look at, what was working, what was really helping me grow things the way that I wanted to and continue to grow them. So I've come up with 3 tips on how all of you, no matter where you are in your business, whether you're just starting out, been in business for a couple of years or a while, if you're not getting the network growth, if you're not getting the network engagement or audience interaction that you would like to get, I want to go over 3 things that you can do in order to achieve just that. So, the first thing that you want to do is you want to optimize your LinkedIn profile like a website. Now, let me kind of just take you through what that actually means. Now, if you have not yet optimized a website, or you don't have a website that you've optimized, I just want to kind of give you a broad overview of my LinkedIn profile. Um, Again, to give you some ideas of what you can do, because what has allowed my audience to grow, meaning my following now, getting close to 30,000 followers on LinkedIn. What's enabled that what is the way that I have my LinkedIn profile set up. So I'm going to share my screen, but again, before I do that, I love knowing who's on here watching. So you can just drop a hi in the chat, or hashtag live, or the city and state that you're watching this from. If you're on the replay, obviously you can say hi and use hashtag replay. And again, if you would like to register for our workshop next week, from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern on Friday, and 11 to 12 p.m. On Saturday, the 24th to the 29th of April. We're teaching people how to go from an amateur to expert on LinkedIn in 5 days, having a whole system in place. So again, if you'd like to register, just drop an I do in the comments below. So I'm going to get my screen up here just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to share my LinkedIn profile. Okay, so just to kind of show you really quickly, obviously I have set this up in a way where I want people to really get to know me, but also have other ways of optimizing this where people are really seeing me as the expert in my space. So a couple things to take note of. Number one, obviously you can see up here in my headline, I have a lot of keywords listed. Our Expert Authority Mastermind, which we're reopening the doors to in a couple of weeks. My Linked Leads Generation company, best-selling author, speaker, marketing podcast host, client acquisition expert, human connection expert, personal branding. These are all keywords to look at. Now, you can also see what I talk about: LinkedIn, LinkedIn strategy, client acquisition, LinkedIn branding tips, LinkedIn marketing. That is because I have creator mode turned on, which all of you should. And creator mode obviously gives you a number of things: LinkedIn Live, audio events, newsletters, follow tools, but then you can add these topics. But it also allows you to add a clickable link, that which you see right here where it says LinkedIn workshop registrations. This is our workshop that's coming up. And if I was to click the pencil right here, once you turn creator mode on, now you can actually add a website and link text. So you can actually create a way for people to connect with you offline, as well as obviously growing your network on LinkedIn. Now, as we go down, obviously you can see some featured content. So again, there are multiple things that I've listed here. Obviously, we have our workshop, which is coming up next week. My latest book that came out last September. My LinkedIn newsletter, which is approaching 6,900 followers. And then obviously this is my free infographic to optimize your LinkedIn profile. So if anybody actually wants to learn how to do that, just go to my profile, click on that, enter your name and email, and you get a little PDF from me of what you can do. Now, the other thing is my about section is completely filled out, telling my story, who I work with, who I help most, a way for people to get in touch with me. And then obviously I have my experience section, everything that we're doing. Our Expert Authority Mastermind, our Expert Foundations membership, my consulting and coaching, our BYOB social posting platform. So all of those things are listed. Education is listed, my licenses and certifications, volunteer experience, skills, and then recommendations. And what I'll say is, this is something that I'm most proud of. Obviously, you can see right here, I've received 507 written recommendations over my career. And this is something that you all want to take part in, because when you optimize your LinkedIn profile, This is just like having testimonials on a website. So when someone goes to my LinkedIn profile and they see 507 written recommendations, it's credibility. But I also have some publications so people can obviously look and even buy my LinkedIn book right there. And then honors and awards. Recently, I got nominated top 15 LinkedIn experts in Philadelphia. And that was a couple months ago, actually last month. I won an award at the end of last year for my book. And, obviously organizations and those types of things. So you really want to optimize your LinkedIn profile just like a website. This will grow your following, which you can see right up here, 29,194. This will grow it. So you want to make sure that when you are building out your LinkedIn profile, it is built like a website in the sense that you want people to have a reason to hit the follow button on your profile. You want to give people a reason to hit your LinkedIn notification bell. So if all that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. Again, if you're jumping on late, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you are watching this and on the replay, please tag some people, share this video, hit my follow button, turn my LinkedIn notification bell on. And if you would like to register for our 5-day amateur to expert LinkedIn workshop all next week, just drop an I do in the comments below. Now, number 2, and I know there's people watching, but I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Just drop a Y or a yes if you guys can see and hear me clearly, because I don't know if my comments are turned on or turned off, but I just want to make sure that there's no visual or audio issues with this training. So if anybody that's on here watching could just drop a Y or a yes just as a test, just so I know that you guys are hearing me, A, and B, seeing me. I don't want this content being wasted, as far as I want to make sure that you're getting all of this, so you guys can then take it, put it into practice, and see a result. So if anybody on here is watching live, please do pop into the comments Y or a yes, just so I can see. Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah says yes. Beautiful. Okay, that's what I just wanted to make sure of. Okay, now, number two, the second thing that you can do to basically grow your audience and grow your network is create content that you post in 1 to 3 groups 2 times per week. So this is a great way. So if you guys are in groups right now and find value in them, drop a Y or a yes, or if you don't, type an N or a no. So I'm going to kind of break this down for all of you and how this should be utilized, because I wasn't finding much value in LinkedIn groups for quite some time until I shifted one thing and one thing only. So for the longest time, I was either just sharing content into a group, or I was posting just either an article or a post or a picture, whatever it was. But it wasn't until I did this one thing that A, I saw engagement with what I was doing, and B, it was leading to network growth. So what I started doing was twice a week, which is Wednesdays and Saturdays for me, I actually post a poll in 1 to 3 of the groups that I'm in that find value or I relate to from a business or professional standpoint. So I don't share a poll that I create on my personal profile and I don't share it to the group. I actually create it, and I'm going to kind of show you this really quickly just so you guys can see. So I actually create polls in some of the groups that I'm in, and I'm going to show you right now. This should come up really quickly. Let me just reload this just so you guys can see what I am talking about. Now, what I can show you is that right here. So 2 days ago, I'm in this great group called Step Into the Spotlight. 763 impressions, 28 votes, 27 votes, 1,200 impressions. And then obviously this was on my personal, 43 votes, 876 impressions. Now, I did this the other day as well. So you can see right here, 12 votes, 900 impressions, 31 votes, 1,000 impressions, 7 votes, 441, 35 votes, 917 impressions. So what this does is it allows you to engage and find out information specifically from that group of people that you are connected to on LinkedIn. So all you would do is pop into that group or groups 1 to 2 times a week, hit start post, choose the format of polls, and create a poll that is value added or information based, directed towards that specific network that's within that group. So you don't want to ask a question that they're not going to relate to. So ask a question they relate to because 1, they're going to engage with it, and 2, they're going to click on your profile and start to follow you. My following and audience grows every single week, guaranteed, when I come up with a value-added poll discussion in the groups that I'm in. So if you want a very simplistic way where it's very natural, organic, and thought-provoking, 1 to 2 times a week, post in 1 or 3 of your groups a poll question that engages that audience. So if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. Again, if you're on here live, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you're watching this on the replay, I think there's a lot of shy people on here today. I see a ton of people watching, but people don't want to say hi, which is completely fine. I'm not going to bite, I'm not going to jump through your screen. I just love knowing who actually is on here like Sarah has done, so I can obviously create that connection with you. So again, no pressure. I just like seeing who's on here just to see what types of people are watching this. Now, the third and final thing is everything that you post, whether it's a poll question in a group or on your personal profile, make sure your content is value added. Make sure your content is value added. Everything. Sarah, thank you. Sarah is, oh, hi, Rosa. Good. Now people are chiming in. Awesome. Good to see you guys on here. So whether it's a post, whether it's a poll, whether it's a video, an article, a newsletter discussion, I found the EMK. I found the comment section. Awesome. Thank you. What I can tell you is that if you don't create value added content, it's not going to have people engage with you. Think about what I'm doing right now. I'm coming on here and I'm giving everyone 20 to 25 minutes of my time because I want to pour value into themselves and their businesses. So if people find what you're posting of value and something that they can instill or implement into their business that will give them a desired end result, then obviously they're going to come back for more. You want to give people, and Rosa, you are so welcome. She says, thank you for the valuable information. You are so welcome, my friend. What you have to understand is you have to give people a reason to follow you. You have to give people a reason to turn on your LinkedIn notification bell. You have to give people a reason to comment and like and share and do all those things. And people will like and comment and share and do all those things if they find value in what you're talking about. I mean, one of the biggest things that people say to me, why is no one engaging in my content? Well, are you asking a question at the end of your content? Is your content something of value that your network actually wants to hear? So again, every week, I'm getting new followers because A, I've set my LinkedIn profile up like a website. B, I'm going into groups and really organically engaging in them, but also creating value-added content. So all of that filters people back to my profile where they're clicking on that follow button and they're clicking on that LinkedIn notification bell, because if someone clicks on your notification bell, then they're going to get notified every time a piece of your content comes out. So that's also going to start to increase your engagement, your audience, and your visibility within your network, because they are choosing to be notified every time you produce a piece of content. So again, the 3 things that you can do over time to grow your audience and network on LinkedIn, optimize your LinkedIn profile like a website. And if you want to know further, obviously, you can actually go to my website, scottaaron.net, or just go to my LinkedIn profile to my featured content section. You can download my free infographic that'll teach you how. Create content that you post in 1 to 3 groups 2 times per week. So you can do a poll question in 1 or 2 of your groups 1 to 3 times per week, whatever you want, or 1 to 3 groups 1 to 2 times per week. I suggest doing a poll, and make sure that all of your content, group related or not, whether it's on your personal, make sure your content is value added. So you're giving people a reason to want to follow you, engage with you, and connect with you. So again, finally, if you have not yet registered for our 5-day amateur to expert LinkedIn workshop, which is all next week, just drop an I do in the comments below. I will send you that registration link. And again, please also leave in the comments below, what was your biggest takeaway from today's training? Love and gratitude to each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you next time.